Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. The name's Defender, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. Last time, we took the fight to the Empire, and we lost. There's no other way around it. And so the world was changed. But the story's not over yet. Our friends are still out there. Maybe. Probably. And we're gonna go look for them. We've already found Sabin, and we're following not Edgar, because it's clearly Edgar. It is. Everybody knows it. He's just in denial. But, well, we're gonna figure out what to do next. Joining us once again, Flagninja.
Hello. Imagine if it wasn't Edgar, actually.
And that would be pretty amazing.
That would be a twist.
Alright, sure, whatever you say, buddy. Yeah, we're journeying back into the South Figaro Cave, which really seems so long ago since the last time we were here.
It does. I mean, I was like, yeah, it's something okay. But now, I mean, all the enemies are very different.
Yes. Oh, their special skill is Hug, but that's probably really bad in this instance. I don't know if it's just because of all the other games that I've been playing in the interim, but I have to admit, it feels a little weird to be playing this again, even though obviously there have been much further breaks in between when we've had sessions of Final Fantasy VI in the past, but it's just, I don't know, there's just, I've been playing so many other games in addition, it's just, it's a little weird to come back to it.
Your brain's not ready to cycle back to it yet. It's on cooldown.
Yeah. Oh, also, if you remember from way back in, I think we came here in the very first session, this is now when all of those treasure chests that I've passed up have changed, so now we're going to be collecting them.
That makes sense.
See, all we had to do was wait for the world to end.
For better loot.
So let's learn teleport. Obtained an X potion. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday afternoon. Apparently the forecast said we were supposed to have like just a little bit of a storm this morning, and we had no storm, and I was really disappointed by that. I don't know why.
Storms are very cool. They're dangerous, but powerful. Cool.
Got a high ether.
Oh. So, we have FF14 news. Because currently, as of right now, as I'm talking to you, the European Fan Festival in Berlin is happening. So we are getting to see some cool new stuff, and we are getting FF7 themed Alliance raids, I think.
Okay.
So I might have to play FF7 now.
But which one? That's the important question.
FF7 isn't even the best FF7, you know?
That is a true ass statement, which is kind of nuts to think about.
I love that I can say that, and there's a certain percentage of the population who will just instantly become upset by my horrible mouth words. We do a little trolling.
Yep. But in all seriousness, which version were you thinking of playing?
The original. I want to try and emulate OG FF7 if I can. I mean, I know people speedrun it, so surely I will be able to do this. I mean, if people have recommendations, I'm open to recommendations, but I was going to try and emulate the OG. It was on what, PS2? PS1?
Original was PS1. It's also been re-released digitally on, like, basically everything, which does introduce, like, a bunch of modifiers and, like, toggles that you can activate, which, obviously, emulators are also capable of doing similar things, so I think it really, at this point, is just kind of a preference for what you're feeling.
Mostly, I just want to experience the story, so... These characters. The gameplay is less important to me than the plot, at this point. It's very exciting. We know what tank we're getting now. We're getting a dual shield tank. A tank that's going to dual wield shields.
Very good, very good. Oh, I found Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Although he looks really different from what I remember.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Sellers learn Banish.
Yay.
So yeah, the regular path out has been blocked. So we'll have to do just a little bit of kind of sort of platforming in order to get out of here. And just hop on the turtle's back and pass through. And this treasure here is like always stolen by the time you get here, so there's no way to actually get anything from this. here we are, back in Figaro Castle.
Okay.
But yeah, as we've heard from the various taverns in our travels, apparently Figaro Castle has been stuck underground for a while.
Ah.
So, you know, generally not conducive to that whole, like, breathing thing.
Oh dear. Need the air circulation.
Yep. Nope, not that spell. This spell. Ooh, hello, loot. And a fight with another Dante.
Whoa. Dante from Devil May Cry.
No, unfortunately, this Dante is from DMC. And nobody wants to be the Dante from DMC. Oh, I got a golden shield. Nice. I think that's not better than what we've got. No, but I mean, probably someone needs it. Got a gravity rod and a crystal helm. A rod that may cast Graviga upon striking an enemy. Casts Graviga when used as an item and then breaks. Got a high ether and an X potion. Obtained the Royal Crown. A crown that can only be worn by those of royal blood.
Interesting. What does it
And it so
do?
happens that Sabin is of royal blood. I like green arrows.
Oh, green arrows are good.
Alright, we'll want to do just a little bit of prep work. Or, because there is a boss fight coming up, the key will be the Hermes sandals. All will be explained later. And by later, I mean in like 30 seconds.
Gotta go fast.
Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Alright, well, he's finally given up the shtick, but, we gotta get rid of this tentacled monster that's clogging up the system here.
Oh, yikes.
Let's see, don't have any of that. Unfortunately, because this battle is a side battle, it makes it pretty hard to hit all of these enemies, so each tentacle has, like, a different elemental affinity, so not actually sure which ones absorb which, so have to try things out. Okay, good. You have haste. So we'll give haste to Edgar, who thankfully still has all of his tools. So...
well, don't use thunder on that one.
Nope. Okay, so not that one. Let's try this one. But yeah, essentially the idea is that the tentacles will attempt to use Entangle in order to slow you down. This is important because it has a grab attack, which it can only use on enemies that are slowed. So if you're hasted, it will get rid of your haste, and if you're not hasted, you will slow down. So that's why we want haste on everyone, to avoid getting grabbed, because if you get grabbed, you will be oh, hold on.
Bottom
There
right
we go.
absorbs fire.
Yeah. If you get grabbed, the tentacle will begin repeatedly draining the victim's HP while damaging them, and you will not have the ability to control whichever character has been grabbed. So, we want to avoid that. Kind of like that.
Oh, you're healing the one that's grabbed him.
That's alright. The tentacle will let that character go after about 30 seconds have passed, so... Hate not being able to target. Just keep hitting all of them, I guess. There we go. Okay, now we can do this. Yeah, if you've properly prepared for this fight, it's more annoying than it is dangerous, but as you can see, it's still very easy for things to, You don't actually know Poisona. That's a bummer. Alright, that's one. Alright, a little bit more should do the trick. Alright. That's alright, those guys served their purpose. Alright, and Edgar has joined us again.
Yay.
Now let's see, what do I want to give you? Yeah, I gotta give you the Dragoon boots. Alright, but back in the treasure room, even though it was stolen, apparently they forgot to check this suit of armor. Because if you do so, you obtain the Soul Saber. A sword that drains MP and may cast death upon striking an enemy. Oh yeah, also there are still enemies down here, even though all of the triumphant music has returned, so that's a little bothersome, but that's okay.
It's in the fast mode.
And with that, Figaro Castle returns.
Yay.
Which means we're also now free to explore the rest of the castle. Might as well stop by the item shops just to make sure that we have everything. Ooh! A Debilitator assigns a random elemental weakness to an enemy. Yeah, let's rest for a bit. Well, that was a nice little sequence. Alright, with that, I think we're good to keep on going. But we don't want to stay here in the continent of Figaro right now. We can go to Koland now that, Figaro can dig underground again. And we're off again. But not for very long. Because here we are back in the town of Kolingen. Another flashback. An Ichigeki. Okay. That's good to know. We'll need to know that for later. Hmm. Dice. A pair of dice that deal more damage the higher number they roll.
Interesting.
I wonder who would use a weapon like that.
Perhaps a gambler?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. But no, we don't know where he is. We haven't seen him.
Oh, there he is. He's right over there. Right, the airship was torn asunder during the whole, cataclysm and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, lead the way then. All right, so that's where Daryl's tomb is. Good to know. Thankfully, it's not too far from here. Let's give you an Esper, but which one? How about Golem? I don't think there's anything else for us here, so it's tomb time. Oh, lucky me. I mean, I don't think we're gonna need it, but, we got it.
Dang. Just see it go off.
And here we are at Daryl's tomb. But yeah, there's, as you might suspect by a tomb, there's going to be a lot of undead and other nasties down here, so you'll want to make sure that everyone has some kind of equipment to protect yourself from, like, poison, darkness, zombie, those kinds of things. So, like, the ribbon or the amulet will be very useful here. This is probably the right place for an aura cannon. I don't know why. Just something makes me feel that way.
Vibes.
Sellers learn, stop. Hello, treasure. Obtained a Genji helm. An exotic helm from a foreign land. A lever. Let's see what it does. Looks like it raised the water level.
Puzzle elements.
I'm hoping there's one particular enemy we can bump into here. We've seen it before, but it's always, I don't know, exciting to see this enemy pop up. Well, I guess exciting may not be the right word. Obtained a crystal mail. A resplendent suit of crystal plate mail. Cell has learned Osmos. Oh, I got 3 holy waters. Wow.
Pretty good.
And I found a regal gown. An elegant dress designed to protect a princess. However, it doesn't look like Celeste can equip it. Let's see. No party members can equip this now. Alright, well, I guess we'll just hold on to it then. Ah, there it is, the Marlboro. This room has a bunch of tombstones in it. Letters have been carved here.
Stinky puzzle. Put.
All right, I think I got it.
I would have needed to write them down and see them all at once, probably, to get it, but I'm glad you know what's going on, because I sure don't.
Yep. Oh, nice. Sabin learned to spell. But which one? I think I already made that joke, but it's a good joke, so I'm making it again.
That's always funny. Spell that spell.
This tombstone is blank.
Hmm.
Alright, sure. Let's defile a tombstone. What could possibly go wrong?
So these are our options.
Wet. The roll. Kissy. Irao.
Ah. World is square.
I've hidden the growth egg in the side room on the 3rd basement level. Alright, thanks, whoever that is. Aha! You know what? You get the chainsaw treatment. You should feel so privileged. By the way, in case you're wondering, you don't actually have to complete this puzzle in order to unlock this chest. It just tells you about it.
Oh, okay.
Obtained the growth egg. A strange egg with magical properties. Doubles the amount of experience earned in battle.
Oh, that's really good.
Yep. No. Alright, back across the turtle. And now we can pull this lever to raise this water level. Oh boy, I love being backed attack. It's my favorite. Oh, there's bad breath.
It's a lot of status effects.
Nice, insta-kill.
Yay.
Edgar learned bio. Got ourselves a save point here. Alright. Alright, saving will be very important here because we'll want to make sure that someone knows Banish, which thankfully Celeste does. Now we can crack this open. Behold the angler whelk!
Oh. Funky.
There it is.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yes, so the reason why we want to do that is because the boss has a gimmick where when one section of it is destroyed, the other one will retreat. And the reason why we want to kill both of them at the same time is because both of them drop the same item, the Dragon Claws. And as it turns out, this is the only way to actually get Dragon Claws. So if you only get one, I mean, you'll have it, but, well, that could be a problem for something later on. But now we've got it. Knuckles mounted with dragon talons and infused with sacred power.
Very useful.
Obtained a man-eater?
Scary.
A dagger that is especially effective against humanoids. All right. So this is kind of important. We'll want to make sure that the ones digit of your gill is not divisible by any of your levels. That's a really weird thing, but it will make sense in a moment. In fact, you know what? I'm actually so paranoid about it, I'm going to run away from this fight. Alright, so if we check this thing, here lies Daryl.
Yep.
Behold, Dullahan, who will immediately fire off level... Holy. So, level... Holy, basically strikes any enemy with a holy spell if the ones digit of your gill is divisible by your level. So that's why we want to make sure that that is not the case. Let's see. First, we're going to slap you with a slow, because that's always something worth doing, I think. Assuming it doesn't miss.
If the one
maybe you're
digit
just
of your
immune to
gill
it.
is
That-
1, does it always hit you?
Correct.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's not fun, let me tell you. Okay, so I think what we want to do is first let's set up some good old-fashioned hastes. Alright, now that we've got all this haste in play, we're going to want to go with Runic, because this boss is primarily magic-focused. Alright, now that we've absorbed that spell, let's go ahead and throw out a quick Cura. You know what, let's spin the wheel. Am I lucky? Oh, I got it, nice. Oh boy, absolute zero. Nobody's favorite. That didn't hurt as much as I thought, but it still hurt pretty good.
Yeah. Red damage.
No, we're gonna just throw out another Cura, why not? No, we need more healing. More healing! Let's see what the wheel has. Ooh, that's a 7. Nope. This boss is definitely much sturdier than... Oh, it's dead. Well, I mean, it was sturdier, but then, you know, it wasn't. Yeah, I would say, especially in the world of Ruin, Dullahan is probably the first, like, actual hard fight you have to deal with.
I see.
Alright, and that opens the door back there. I just realized we're having a lot of flashbacks today.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
Flashbacky kind of day.
It may not have a gambling hall on board, but it's the fastest airship the world has ever known.
Yay.
It's time for the Falcon to fly once again!
Nyum.
Alright, so before we go off, let's go ahead and save. Alright, so we can go fight the final boss now.
Huh?
Yes.
Alright.
The only explicit requirements to go to the final dungeon and fight Kefka are you need Celis, Edgar, Setzer, and the Falcon. That's it. Literally everything else, even Sabin. Optional. Your choice. What you want to do, and in what order you want to do it, that's all left up to you. And that's really friggin' awesome.
Yeah. I'll say.
It's not the world that we knew, but this world is our oyster now. Let's go look for our friends.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, this is the town of Miranda. So I think first things first, we'll want to... We want to go here first? No. I think I know what I would like to do. First, if we take a trip back to the solitary island... If we go back to the hut, we head back to the beach. Obtained the Quetzali Magicite. Sonic Dive lifts the party up for an aerial assault, so when you use it, everybody jumps. So now everyone can be a Dragoon, but only once per fight.
They're just handing the Dragoons out like candy.
Yep. Quetzali teaches haste, slow, haste-ga, slow-ga, and float. There's just so much to do. Where do we want to go first?
Good question.
Oh, yeah. This, I think, should be our first stop. It's Duncan's cabin.
Oh. Very good.
Now, where have we heard that line before?
Hmm. Where have we?
He's pretty spry for an old goat, isn't he?
Beating the tar out of each other as two men do.
Yes. The Phantom Rush.
Excellent.
So with that, Sabin has learned his ultimate blitz. Phantom Rush deals massive damage to a single enemy. Now, he does actually learn this via level up around level 70, so unless you've got a lot of time on your hands, this is probably the only way you're gonna get this one.
I see.
Yeah, when we get into a fight, you'll see how powerful Phantom Rush is. Let's see, where I want to go. You know where I want to go? I want to go over here. Welcome to the Colosseum.
Ooh.
This is the Dragon Neck's Colosseum. Oh. I knew the end of the world wouldn't be enough for you, Ultros.
Oh my gosh.
Talk to the Emperor twice. Okay. Worth knowing, I guess. So, the Colosseum is an interesting place conceptually. It's a part gambling hall, part fight arena. Basically, the idea is that you will wager an item, and depending on which item you wager, that will determine which enemy you fight and the prize that you will win. A couple of things to note about the Colosseum. First, as the guy on the right said, it is a one-on-one battle, so you get to pick who among your party will participate, but then that's it. They're all by themselves. The second part, the more important part, it's an automatic fight. So whoever you choose will choose their commands randomly.
Ooh, spicy.
So yeah, now you are allowed to pick their equipment before you battle. So you can, if you know what the enemy is and what their gimmick is, you can equip yourself around whatever it is. The other thing was, actually, Ultros mentioned something useful. If you bet something cheap, like a potion, Typhon will be your enemy. It is possible to defeat him with the right technique, but the reward is not really worth it, and he mostly just uses Snort to throw you out of the fight so that you lose. So yeah, don't bet anything cheap unless you want to laugh. But yeah, there is a whole host, and I mean host, of items and enemies to fight through this. The Colosseum is pretty much home to some of the best equipment in the entire game, but especially right now, there's relatively little that we can do, both in terms of just our party makeup and also what we can wager, so might be better if we go out into the world a bit and find some more cool stuff to bet. Let's see. What's over here? Is this a chocobo forest? Sure is. Alright, well, I got it on the map now. That's good. Trying to be a little careful considering how fast we can go on the Falcon. So here we are back in Thamaza. Surprisingly, it seems like it has not changed very much. Though I guess that makes sense. Let's see. Circlets are actually pretty good. Not for what we've got right now. Well, I mean, most of these are just like defense bonuses. They don't provide any additional stats. I guess we can buy a couple. It's kind of funny that there's just an item called the Da Vinci brush. If you try and think about it like in terms of this universe, does that mean that Da Vinci is technically canon in Final Fantasy VI?
I think you're right.
All right.
Da Vinci real.
Alright, let's go... where should we go? We go over here. Ah, it's the Opera House. Alright, that'll be something we'll tackle later. Which means if that's the Opera House, then this over here must be Jador. Hey, I remembered something. How about that? A skilled young artist? Artisan. Alright, sure, we'll get another spear. It'll make us mostly broke, but that's okay. Well, I guess if I need more money, I'll just have to start selling some stuff, so hopefully we don't have to spend anything more. Alright, let's see Phantom Rush in action. Holy damage!
Good.
But yeah, as you can see, because we have the ability to go all around the world, the difficulty of the enemies kind of just does whatever.
It's very flexible. Holy damage.
Ah! Oh, hey, that didn't do anything. Nice. You know what? Let's try this. Well, you know what? I got one. That was more than I was expecting. Ow. Alright, that was a little scary.
Not XP though.
You bet. Okay, so we got magic up, so you can go back to learning spells. Yeah, we'll give you Quetzali. Let's see. Problem is that both Edgar and Sabin like getting strength ups. Unfortunately, we only have one Esper currently. That gives a +2. You know what? I think I'm gonna give you the strength one. Then who has... You have stamina. Okay, I'll give you stamina. And then you can take the magic one, Setzer. Alright, back to town so that we can heal. Oh, that's good to know about Death Gaze. Wherever he is. See, honestly, this is the fun part about this section of the game, because it's like, oh, all the little surprises and quirks and tricks and things. I know all about them, and you don't. And it's like, I get to sit over here feeling smug and all-knowing. It's great.
It's very cool. You know things. This is why I like watching speedruns, right? I like watching people who know a whole lot about the game do terrible things to it. It's so fun.
Let's see, this is the town of Zozo, which I'm just doing this to put this on the map. Because, unfortunately, only places you've been to will actually pop up as, like, a selection. So, as long as we go to all the gray dots, we'll fill in our map. So that way, if we get lost later, we can unlost ourselves. Boy, what's got you all jumpy, guy? There we go. To the right of the treasure chest. Okay, there's a lot of treasure chests in this universe. That's
so unhelpful.
Yeah.
That is phenomenally unhelpful, actually. Like, wow.
All I can think of is now that Batman Beyond meme. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah.
Meow? Oh, he's probably talking about Cayenne, so he was here. Okay. That's good to know. This place is dangerous? Alright. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Alright, what do we want to do next? Actually, you know what? I got an idea. Back to Moblas. 'Cause didn't Tara said she needed a little bit of time? Well, I would say a little bit of time has passed.
For sure.
It's Humbaba again. I think
Get
we
him.
know what we gotta do.
Yeah, and get his ass.
Before we do that, grab a high ether from this pot. Alright, let's take him out. Taste the power of Phantom Rush. Humbaba breath?
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Oh. That's cheating.
Round 2. There we go.
Eat him. Yay.
All right. And Terra has joined the party again. And, as an unstated bonus from that fight, Terra's trance timer is now doubled.
Oh, very nice.
But yeah, if we had not done the first part where we got the Fenrir Magicite, we would have had to do that first. But if you visited Daryl's tomb and then you do this portion and you get the Fenrir Magicite, you can just leave and come back to go to the next phase.
Oh, there you go. Convenience.
Yep. But we're missing a party member now, which don't worry, no one's been lost. It's just that fight drives people out of the fight. But that's okay. We can go back onto the Falcon to adjust our party, but before we do that, well, if this song is any indication, then this must be the Velt.
Yep. Means we can find Gao somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh, that's a good question. Do I actually have any gear equipped? No, you had something. Okay. Let's give you... I know what I would like to give you, but we don't have one right now, so we'll just hold on to it. Unfortunately, I don't think we have another ribbon right now. A little unfortunate, but, that'll do for now. Oh, hey, there's Gao.
And
I join you again. Alright, well that was easy enough. But yeah, unfortunately, Gao has not gained, like, any experience in the time that he's been gone. But, that's why... we got the handy-dandy growth egg!
Andy, it's dandy.
Be alright. Oh, wrong button. Oh, also, this is another nice benefit. Now that we're in the world of Ruin, and now that we have more than 4 party members, we can actually see the equipment that our reserve members have and change it around. So now we can see what everyone's got.
Oh, very good.
Yep. Alright. Okay, so who do we want to bring along on this? For where we're going next. Definitely Gao. I'd kind of alluded to this previously, but we'll want to make sure that everyone is, like, reasonably the same level, because that will come into play later. Sabin's Phantom Rush will be really good here. Yeah, this seems alright. We're gonna go back to Thamaza just because it has the cheapest inn available at a single gil. Considering that we are relatively cash poor. Yeah, we don't even have 10,000 gil to our name right now because we spent it all on nice equipment. Alright, I do know one thing I would like to do before we go on to, like, the next major thing to do. It's just there's so much that we can do. It's just the options are overwhelming. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. That's okay, we have it on the map now. This is what I was thinking of. Sure, give us the rundown. So yeah, choose an item to wager. Your opponent will appear. Choose a combatant from your party. Battle against them. Automatic one-on-one battle. Cannot issue your own battle commands. If you win, you'll get a better item. So we're gonna wager... once I find it. The Regal Gown.
Ooh.
Our battle is against the Death Machine. And I gave Terra the Reflect Ring for this purpose. We don't actually want to attack here. Jeez.
Terrifying.
Obtained the Minerva Bustier.
Hmm.
Alright, that was easy enough. A breastplate that blocks damage from multiple elements provides a 25% bonus to max MP.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
good.
this is the ultimate weapon for ultimate armor for women. So, like, that's cool.
Seems good.
Now, in case you're wondering, we do lose the Regal Gown, but that is okay because it's only all right. It's certainly not the Minerva Bustier. All right, that was pretty much everything that I wanted, but it was pretty good, if I have to say so myself. Let's see. What did I have? Oh, I gave you the white cape before. Useful. So here we are back in the town of Narsh. Unfortunately, the song has changed. Like, it's still fine, but it's not the original. I just like that original song so much. But as one of those guys had told us earlier, Narsh is now actually crawling with monsters. But before we go over to the main path, we're going to go back through that side path that we explored all that while ago. Yeah, thanks to the growth egg, Gao is gonna climb up in levels lickety-split. Let's see. You don't need strength anymore for right now, so you know what? You get Ketchi. And then everyone else is good for now. So let's see. I know that it's like only day one of the Fan Fest right now, but what else was revealed aside from the Final Fantasy VII
Oh,
stuff?
a lot of information about the Beastmaster limited job coming up. You get to play Pokemon. You get to capture beasts and then fight alongside them. You have 3.
Very good.
And there's like a little mini zone game thing that you get to participate in as a Beastmaster. Cool. It was cool. I admittedly have not seen too much of it, so you're getting kind of third-hand information from me on this. Because, you know, it happened at 4 a.m. and I was asleep. So
Right.
I'm still getting caught up myself. I don't have too much to report at this time. Well, and then there's the dual shield tank class that's been confirmed, and we're not sure. We think the next we thought it was going to be a physical ranged DPS, but it might be a caster DPS. We're not sure now, but we think a bird is involved because there were some bird sound effects that one of the sound designers was like, hee, this is sounds from the new job. Ooh, I'm not supposed to show you this. Haha. Like, no, it's all a game, but I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. To keep guessing. It's exciting. Exciting times.
Sounds like it. You know what? No, not that one. This one. There we go. Oh no, you've silenced my not magic user. Whatever will I do?
Punch you in the face.
Okay, now you just reduced my MP. Therefore, you must perish horribly. Yeah, you can see what a difference even just a couple of levels make with how much lower Gao's HP is compared to everyone else's.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay, he'll catch up in no time. Oh, okay, so you absorb fire, that's good to know. Oh yeah, this is the right way.
This is the way.
Yeah, thankfully we don't have to do that weird path following thing again. Let me just try something here. Do these guys absorb, like, all the basic element types, or was it just fire? No, it was just fire. Okay, that's good to know. Nice crit. Oh. Hi, Mog.
Mog! I'm glad you're alive too, Mog.
Yeah. If you did not recruit Mog in the World of Balance, you'll find him here as well. So this is where we would be prompted to name him. A Yeti, huh?
Ooh.
He's in the mines somewhere. Okay.
Huh.
Now, if we had an empty party slot, Mog would join us immediately, but he's gone back to the Falcon. So we will need him in our party shortly. So, once we are done here, we can go back and get him to join in.
Good.
And this treasure chest, which was one that we left way back at the start of the game, is now a ribbon. Oh, also while we're here, and this is very important, if you were wondering why Mog was staring at that spot in the wall, if you check, obtained Malulu's charm. A mysterious Moogle charm for Mog. Prevents all random enemy encounters.
That's... Well, I mean, with the quality of life we have from the stuff, not actually that helpful, but I can imagine that it would have been.
Yes, very much so. Because, yeah, it will basically turn, like, any dungeon we're in into a walking simulator, which could be good if, you know, we're trying to get somewhere quickly or we've already been somewhere, but we got all that delicious experience and magicite we need to get.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Let's see, these chests have also changed. This is now an elixir. What were you working on? Oh, you were working on Quetzali. We'll give you that back. Let's see. You're about to level up again, Gao. Let's see. I think you got a strength upgrade last time, so we'll give you a magic upgrade this time. Obtained a guard bracelet. A bracelet enchanted with a protective ward. Cast protect and shell on the wearer. And you don't even have to be at low HP for it to work. keep trying to do the command for Phantom Rush because we've been using it so much. Sabin learned Confuse, Cell has learned Float. Alright, let's see. You got a magic upgrade last time, so now you get a strength upgrade. Oh yeah, we came in through the wrong direction, so technically we should have seen this cutscene by walking up, but we're here now, so... And this is where they mention that, oh, Mog is here somewhere. You'd have to be some kind of treasure hunter to get them open. If only we knew a treasure hunter.
Interesting.
Use the Healy bucket. Alright, Mog. Okay, so now who do we want? I think we still want Sabin. Need Mog. Definitely bringing Gal, because we need to make sure his level catches up. I guess we'll go with... I guess we'll go with Terra. Alright, I'm happy with this. Make sure Mog has some good equipment. Thankfully, since we luckily got that additional Dragoon boots from a drop, we can give that to Mog. Yeah, you can take a circlet. Take that. Oh yeah, you need an Esper. Here, you can have Phantom. Mog, why don't you take the lead? It's been a while since we've seen you. Ooh, a test rider. Okay, that's a little spicy. I mean, it's infinite use, so we might as well just keep using the healing bucket while we're here.
It's free healing.
It's locked. Yeah, so we will not be able to get to most places in Narsh until we find Locke, wherever he is, if he's even still alive. I found a heavy lance. I don't think that's any better than what we've had. Let's find out. No, it's pretty bad. But that's okay. It might sell for something. Let's see. So yeah, you're about to level up, so we'll get you a magic bonus, because you got strength last time. Give him a good old Twilight Requiem. Alright, so we'll head north this time.
Find the Yeti was right. Mog said.
Yes.
Okay.
And yes, you do in fact need Mog. Well, okay, I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's
Well,
alright.
Mog kind of said, hey, I can control him, so I'm imagining, if you don't have Mog, it's not gonna work. Like, they tell you.
Yep. Stray cat. We'll just jump. Assuming, Phantom Rush doesn't finish this guy off. Oh, hey, it did. How about that? Ooh, Sabin learned Imp and Terra learned Banish. I got another Heavy Lance, not that I'll use it. I believe I was originally going the correct direction, and then I doubted myself, and then I turned back on myself. I do have to admit, it's a little annoying that the Magna Rotor enemies are all called Magna Rotors, even though they have different sprites. It's especially problematic with rages, because the game won't like indicate which one is which one, so you just kind of have to remember where they are in your menu to make sure you pick the right one.
Huh.
Gal learned Reflect and Shell. I got a Flame Scroll. That might come in handy later. Another Heavy Lance. Alright, so here on the cliffs, there's a couple of important things. First, that dragon you saw over there. We'll deal with him momentarily. Mog learned Snowman Rondo. That is actually the last dance that Mog has, so he only has 8 in total.
Master Dancer.
Also, fun fact, if you did not get it in the World of Balance, there is no longer any opportunity to obtain the Water Harmony.
Oh.
So, yes, there is one missable dance in this game. And unfortunately, it's one of the hardest to get, because, like, you have to remember to go back to the Serpent Trench or some other watery area to get it. Alright, so yeah, we're going to sidestep that dragon for just a moment, because there's still Healy water in this bucket. Alright. No, you absorb fire. Can't do that. Let's test out this snowman rondo. All right. So you remember that guy who mentioned the thing about the 8 dragons?
Yeah.
This is one of them.
Ah.
The Ice Dragon. Now, this fight is pretty scary, especially for this point in the game, because it can inflict the Frozen status effect.
Oh, gross.
And in case you're wondering, no, ribbons and other accessories do not protect against it.
That's a little evil.
Yeah, we just got really unlucky because it decided to use Northern Cross as its first attack.
But
We're probably dead, but we'll see.
ow!
Thankfully, due to Terra's Minerva bustier, most of the magic attacks will not be damaging her. Can't say the same for everyone else, though. But that is okay, because as soon as we get a turn and we don't get immediately frozen, unlike what's about to happen right now, because that's just how things work around here. If I can find it. Bingo! We're just gonna berserk this guy. And while it will still be able to use Avalanche, or maybe it only did that because we had just knocked it out of, or we did not inflict Berserk in time. Now, is it even worth trying to raise anyone? I'll give it a try. But yeah, now it's just going to hit us physically primarily, which is good. But yeah, thanks to Berserk, pretty much all of its most dangerous abilities have been sealed. But weirdly, the Ice Dragon is also vulnerable to the Silence status effect. Not sure why, but you know, we like cheese.
We do like cheese.
Okay, now that everybody's back, should be able to just start pumping out damage. All right. Mog learned gravity, Terra learned stop. Obtained a force shield. 7 dragons remaining.
Nice.
Force shield, a shield that halves damage from multiple elements. Automatically cast shell on the wearer. So yeah, this is a magic shield. Your resistance to physical attacks drops pretty heavily, but it's really great against enemies that use lots of magic. Alright, how do I want to do this? I think your magic defense is the worst, so you know what? You're gonna get the force shield. Alright, we'll go ahead and save. I have to say, that fight gave me a lot of trouble my first time I went through it. I'm glad that this time, aside from the start, not too problematic. I forget, who has Quetzali? Celeste does. Okay, we'll swap that out. Hey, there's that thing frozen, that Esper. The thing that started it all long ago. Valley Garmonda!
That's amazing. That's amazing. There's Valley Garmonda reappears in FF14. Frozen in a block of ice. Even. I had no idea it was a reference. Okay. That's cool. Does it attack with fire, lightning, and ice?
Sure does.
Cool. Those are its 3 elements. Oh boy.
Oh, there's Blizzaga. No damage.
Lol.
Oh yeah, 6,000 damage, baby!
Oh, that's good shit. That's the good stuff right there.
9 damage from jump? Alright. You're on magic duty, Mog. Oh, freezing dust. Alright, you know what? We can do this. So, you can actually cure the frozen status effect if the target is hit with a fire spell.
Oh, warm them up a little bit.
Oh no, my MP! I mean, that's annoying, but like, I don't really care that much. Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Boss down.
Obtained the Valley Garmanda Magicite. And part of the cliff fell off. That's important. But Valley Garmanda has Tri-Disaster. Hits all enemies with fire, ice, and lightning.
Yeah, there it is. That makes sense.
Valley Garmanda teaches Faraga, Blizzaga, and Thundaga. Take another sip. We'll have ourselves a save. Alright, now let's go examine that cliff face that fell off. Forget what level is Gao now? Oh, he's level 25. Yeah, as you can see, thanks to the growth egg, he's caught up quite nicely. I mean, he's still a little bit behind, but not where he was when we first reacquired him. Stop being stopped. Sabin learned Float, Mog learned Berserk, and Vanish. Very nice. Hop into it? Sure. Seems like that would defy most basic logic, but hey, we're video game characters, we'll be fine. Alright, so, we'll want to go into the room on the left, but if you notice, some of the patches of ground look a little bit darker than others. They will give way underneath us, so we need to avoid stepping on those. Alright, do I have... Okay, who can equip... This is fine. So, we'll want to do a little trick here first, because that treasure chest has monsters in a box.
Onion Dasher.
Friend Maker.
Huh.
Oh, I shouldn't have picked jump. That was a mistake. Now I have to wait. Alright, he's got to come down. There we go. Alright, now we cast Phantom. And now we just start whacking. Oh, great. Well, this is what green cherries are for. Alright, so Gao's not invisible, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it will have to do. Alright, let's see, am I satisfied with this? Yeah, I would say so. Actually, hold on. So... Forget, did I increase your strength? You know what, I'm gonna give you a magic. Get Zona Seeker. You're the most focused on strength, so you'll get the Strength Esper, Mog. I guess I can bump up your magic as well. Alright, monster in a box time. Actually, before I do that, because this fight could go very poorly, I'm gonna quick save. Hey, you know what's worse than 1 Tonberry? How about 3 Tonberries?
Oh, God. That's terrifying.
Yeah, so as you might suspect, they'll just slowly walk towards you. Now, thankfully, they can only hit you physically, which is why I've tried to make everyone invisible, so physical attacks will miss us.
Except for Gao. Poor Gao.
Yep.
He's about to get the business end of knife to meet you.
You know what? It might actually be better if we keep him dead. They're just standing there. Menacingly! Alright, that's one. I'm actually going to try and bring Gao back just to see if I can get him the magic AP from this fight. Though he'll probably die instantly. You know what? I'm going to try anyway. That's two. Oops. That's three. All right.
Congratulations.
I got a Minerva Bustier, which is actually very lucky because those enemies, those Tonberries specifically, each have a 1 in 3 chance of dropping one. So honestly, I'm psyched that I got even one of them.
Wow. Congrats.
All right. But yeah, as you can see, just with me having casted Cure, the invisible effect disappears whenever magic is used on the target. So you can either be invisible or you can have some other effect, but you can't have both.
Okay.
Oops.
There we go.
Yep. Alright, but at least now with the Tonberries gone, we should be able to just do business as usual. And by that I mean magic everything. Okay, so you absorb Thunder, that's fine. Can you absorb Fist, though? I'm guessing not. I mean, you're dead anyway, so that's fine, too. Obtained an X-Ether! Oh yeah, you don't need the Force Shield anymore. It's a naughty!
Oh. Wow.
They may look like moves, but they're not.
They're not moose. No.
Very important distinction.
Dang, they melt.
Sabin learned Razor Gale.
Ooh, very nice. What does it do?
Let's find out. Razor Gale slashes all enemies with a cutting wind. I'll give you Ifrit back. What were you working on, Mog? I think you were doing Unicorn. Okay, you get that. You're fine on that. You need... I'll give you Carbuncle. Alright. Obtained a Gauntlet. I mean, at this point, not really that exciting, but you know what? We'll take it. You know what? Assuming everything doesn't die, let's test out Razor Gale. An anemone.
An enemy is an enemy, an enemy, an enemy. An Nemo and another me.
Not bad. Gal learned Protect and Teleport. That's okay, we want to fall down this hole. What's with this carving? Looks like bone. Ooh, Magicite! What could possibly go wrong?
Yeti moments.
Obtain the Midgarsumer
Oh,
Magicite.
wow. Little Yeti boy.
Yeti Surprise! Oh, he's been energized. Well, we gotta take care of that. Where... Someone's got the spell, right? I'm pretty sure. Yes. Listen, only the heroes get to have buffs. You know how RPGs work. Oh, he's dead. Never mind then. Now, like Mog said, if we talk to him as Mog, a Yeti with a love for bone carvings, stronger than a Gygus, but a bit unruly. This is Umaro!
Yeah, friend. Friendly friends.
Also, he can talk, which is cool. Alright, but with what we got earlier, Midgard Stormer, Abyssal Maw crushes all enemies with seismic waves. Midgard Stormer teaches Quake, Graviga, and Tornado. Yeah, let's leave. And then we just fall out right here. Alright, well, it's been fruitful for sure, but I think we've spent enough time in Narsh for now. Let's make our way out of here.
Solid plan.
Alright, well, considering that Gao is now equal in level to Mog, I think we can go ahead and take the growth egg off of him, but that was still very, very useful. One last stop at the Healy Bucket. And we're out. All right. So, Umaro. There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna say
Does
it.
he suck?
He is really bad.
Oh dear.
For two reasons. One, he is permanently berserked, so you have no control over him. And as a byproduct of that, he cannot equip espers, which means he cannot learn magic. And if you've seen anything, magic is really busted in this game. There are some niche applications for Umaro. He's really good in the Coliseum because, well, it's already automated, so it's like, that's not a downside. And there is one particular area where, because of the gimmick, his permanent berserk essentially allows him to ignore it, which is really good. But aside from that, he's really just a joke character, unfortunately. Like, yeah, he's literally, his class is Yeti.
Funny
But
Yeti man.
there are some accessories and other things which give him some unique capabilities. Also, you cannot change his equipment. So, you know what? Let me just throw him into a party, and
Sure.
we can take a little bit of a closer look at him. Yeah, you can't change his equipment. You can change his relics, but not like any of his armor. He has the Bone Club, a bone club covered in beautiful engravings, and admittedly a very good item, the Snow Scarf, a scarf that absorbs ice and halves fire damage.
Oh, handy.
So yeah, as you can see, like, his stats, like his attack and defense are really good. But again, you can't control him. You can't change his equipment very much. He can't learn magic. He's in the wrong game. I'll say that much, just because of how magic-focused Final Fantasy VI is. Maybe if this was a different timeline, he'd be really good, but in this one, not so much. Let's see, in terms of our actual party, we're going to take Edgar, Celes, Setzer, Gao. Just because, again, we want to try to make sure everyone's reasonably balanced. Alright, well, that's Narsh in the books. And I think that was pretty worthwhile. Let's see. Yeah, you definitely want Valley Garmonda. You can keep that. Setzer, I guess you take... You know what? You can take... take Ketchi. It's fine. And you know what? Conveniently enough, that puts us at about the 3-hour mark. So I think this is a great place to call it quits for today. So we recovered the Falcon, and we've got a little bit done. But as you can see, there's still plenty more to do before we're ready to fight Kefka. Or at least, I don't feel ready to fight Kefka. So, we're going to do some more preparation, which we're not going to finish next time, but because there's still a lot that we can do. But it's going to be exciting either way. So thank you for stopping by, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourselves today. If you'd like to stay up to date on the things that I do, please consider following. And thank you again, Flagninja, for joining us today.
Always happy to be here. Thank you so much for showing me this wonderful world of FF6.
You betcha. But, for now, this is the Defender, signing out. See you later.
Bye-bye.